Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor from Rick Taylor Entertainment. Back with another episode of the Rap Draft, man. I'm here with a special guest, man. I heard my boy King Smith. What's going on with you, dog?
What it do, my boy? What it do?
Chilling, man. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Thanks for having me, bro. I've been meaning to get up here for a while, so
yeah,
perfect timing.
Right. You know, I look at everything like it's about God's timing. You know what I'm saying? You know, basically on the podcast, we like to let the fans know more about you, who you is, and your background, and like, you know, let them dive more into your life. So, with that being said, I want to start off with let the people know who you is and what you do.
I'm King Smith. I rap. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I'm from Milwaukee. You know, I mean I wasn't raised too much more different than most people out here. So yeah, not really too crazy.
And that's another thing I was gonna start it off with too, like your childhood. You said you born and raised here, right?
Yeah, yep. I'm born and raised here. Yep. We kind of moved around a lot, so I can't say I'm like from a specific part. But the memory probably starts coming in on like maybe 24th and Burleigh, the 29th, and 26th and Villard, and Silver Spring, then back to Capitol, and like so we kind of moved around a lot, but never really too far from the middle of the city though.
Right, I feel you. It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying? Been around the city a couple times in different places and stuff like that. So
it's good. You get the chance to kind of experience a little bit of everything, to be honest. So
yeah, you get to see different neighborhoods and different communities and stuff like that. Now, let me ask you, what was it like growing up for you in Milwaukee?
I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun, really up until like my teenage years. That's when shit started to get real, like as far as like what was going on at home and shit like that. But as far as like when I was a kid, everything was fun. I can't lie, like I was one of them kids that had parents that were like, you know, that would buy me kind of pretty much anything I wanted as long as it wasn't too outrageous. I could say me and bro was we had it just as good as like any lower middle class family, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like we wasn't poor to like, oh, the lights finna get cut off, but we also didn't have it to where like niggas is getting new shoes every week and shit like that. Like, you know, one of them households to where like shit, we go shopping for the school year in August and then you're not reeing up until like spring break or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But it was decent, I can't lie. I mean, I really don't have no like nothing really sour to say, to be honest.
Right. And that's why I like to say too, like, you know, you had a childhood like a lot of people had a childhood.
Yeah,
like, you know, mom, pops working, doing the best they can for you and stuff like that.
For sure.
Now, growing up in Milwaukee and navigating through different things, like what inspired you to like get into music? Like what or who inspired you?
I'm not gonna lie, most of my inspirations came from the music that I grew up on. So pops used to play a lot of West Coast music. So Ice Cube, DJ Quick, Mac 10, Dub C, man, I can go on and on, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But what really inspired me to get into music was just listening to old Ice Cube songs. I'm not gonna lie. It was just I think it was Laugh Now, Cry Later. He was performing at the BET Awards. This was way, way back. And I seen the response that he was getting. I just seen how everybody just looked, and they just looked like they saw a fucking alien or something. So I just was like, I want to do that. Like I remember going in the room and telling my mom, like, I want to be a rapper. Like I think I'm gonna get us rich off rapping.
What was her response?
I ain't gonna lie, her response was just like, yeah, whatever, like, but you finna go to school tomorrow type shit. Right. Like, but I mean, it wasn't like she was like, oh yeah, I super believe, because you know back then we didn't have like ways to kind of just do it at home or like do it to where I could give her a demo, like, you know, and I'm pretty sure I probably would have sucked ass back then, but like it was, you know, the West Coast music, like just growing up on that shit was really my inspiration. Can't lie.
Right. I feel you on that because I also grew up on West Coast music. Like my uncles was listening to a lot of E40, Too Short,
yeah, for sure,
stuff like that, bro.
The original game, you know?
Original, you know what I'm saying? So to yeah. So to listen to a lot of that music and like, you know what I'm saying, instill that in yourself and get inspired by that music is dope, bro. Honestly, I like to say, like, you know what I'm saying, like Milwaukee has like some of that same type of feel with the music, like with the playerism, like you know what I'm saying, and our vocabulary and stuff like that. Let me ask you, man, how do you feel about Milwaukee music and Milwaukee culture?
I ain't gonna lie, right now we lit. It took a while for us to get here. I'm glad that we not falling into the same shit that these other cities falling into, as far as niggas bringing the streets to the music and putting everything like in the music to where like you making the city hot and making everything hot for everybody else. I like that everybody following each other lead. I like that niggas not scared to work with each other. I ain't gonna lie, I love it right now. I can't lie. Like I really don't got no complaints. You got Chicken that's opening doors. Every time he drop, it seemed like he getting a little closer to just being just the fuck out of here. Like, you know, and then you got Mari Boy, you got
Big Steph.
Man, you got Big Steph, you got I still listen to Big C, you got man, I'm trying to figure out who else. It's so many people out here, Brody, like that can really rap their ass off and that's doing a good ass job at it. I feel like in the next, I don't know, like next 5, at least maybe like the next 5 to 7 years, Milwaukee gonna definitely be a hub for like, you know, reliable good music, because niggas ain't just making the same boom bap and simple shit no more. Niggas is getting interesting now. You got JP that's a little bit of everywhere. You got Frank that's doing a little bit of, you can't even put that nigga in a box. He's doing a little bit of everything. So I can't complain. I love it right now.
Like Milwaukee, like it's crazy because I honestly, like, I feel like I always feel like we always had our own sound, but now it's like we got it.
Because like, one could have argued maybe 5-6 years ago that we was mimicking Detroit. Yeah. But it took the producers kind of tweaking the sound and kind of pushing a new sound on niggas to make niggas be like, okay, we gonna keep some of them elements, but we gonna start incorporating our own shit into it, and that's where you get that grimy, crisp sound from here. Like it's clean, but it's dirty at the same time. Like, you know.
And then it's like what are certain different, like I hear the difference, like our instruments. And then the flow, like it's Milwaukee. You hear Milwaukee in the tone of how we talking, what we saying, how we saying.
And like I said, things. You got niggas like Chicken, bro. That's not. He ain't bullshitting. Like you know, he dropped some shit. It's that. Like
and it's crazy because dog don't miss.
Yeah, he can't. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, he can't. You know what I'm saying? He really got the city in his palm right now. So I think what everybody should be doing right now is more so preparing, build y'all audience, start getting ready, because I'm telling y'all, like in the next couple years, that nigga finna open some doors that you know that we need to be ready to go through. Like we can't be still here trying to figure out, you know, who's the go-to and you know what to do and all that. Niggas need to have all this shit ready. Can't lie.
And once that gate open, I feel like it's gonna be open forever.
Yeah, it's gonna be a floodgate, bro. Because we got so much talent, bro. And you gotta, and not to even just harp on my generation, like, bro, like these kids that's coming up behind us, bro, they making hits from their iPhone. Like we going to studios being bougie and shit. They picking up their phone, putting a beat on the phone, and putting it in what is that? That's on the phone. GarageBand, BandLab, and they recording that shit from their phones, bro. Like so, what I'm more excited for is to see what these kids do, bro, because they like the music that they make. Like when we was coming up, it was bow. These kids, they got some whole extra shaking shit they be doing. Like you know, they lit. So you know, I'm more excited about that, to be honest, because. Yeah, we gonna do what we do regardless, but these kids for sure gonna be the next level of what's to come from this city for surely.
Right, you know, and that's where the JPs come in there and he inspiring them people, so that's dope. Speaking of music, bro, like I said, I've been watching your music and tap into you. Like you're a dope artist, bro. Like you got you got your own style, and it's like it's a player like laid back vibe, and it's dope, bro. Like I can tell like that you invest in your craft
for surely.
And not only do I hear it, I see it. Like when I see your music videos, you got actual props in there, you got actual models in there, you got different locations, you work with different cameramen to find your style and your what you looking for.
Hell yeah.
So let me ask you, like, you know what I'm saying, like how important is it to you to invest in your craft and try to like all right, like how important is that to you?
It's almost more important than the writing itself. Like the rapping part when you an artist, or the singing part, or whatever the part that your art is, bro, that's the easiest part. You know, we can wake up and just kind of spit this shit out. The harder part for me is bringing the vision together. So like I might record a song or 5 songs and I already know who I want to shoot these videos, but the hard part really be more so just making the vision happen, because like if you pay attention to some of my videos, like you will see I got a few of them that's more like productions, and it's like with them it's like I kind of get more of a kick out of seeing everything come together. Like, you know, I got models, and then I got the cameraman, we got props, we got locations, everybody got to be on time. You know what I'm saying? While we there, I might have to get food for everybody. Like, so I kind of enjoy the production side of it type deal. So, I feel like the more I invest into that, the better I can get my point across. And me, I'm more so somebody that's focused on quality, not necessarily quantity.
Yeah.
Like I'm learning how to give them both at the same time, but it still takes time because, you know, I'm doing this shit all in my pocket. So it's not like, you know, I got a deal or anybody that's kind of like fronting the money to, you know, put this shit on like a autopilot type deal. So I would say the production, that's almost more as just as important as going to the studio, because if you got a hot song and got a shitty video, you know, you kind of was better off doing no video. Like, like it's artists that got hits with no video to them, because I'm pretty sure it's like before they just do a run and gun bullshit video, they rather just have none. So yeah, it's super uber important. I can't lie.
Right, and I can tell that like you're an artist, bro, because
yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of run and gun videos, which is cool, but it's like now it's like some artists just switch it up and do the production, do some have a story.
It's cool to do that,
to
but you definitely want to have a mix.
Yeah,
like you definitely want to be able to show the consumer or whoever, it might be somebody new, they might be going through your videos, and then if they just see like, oh, it's just him and the cameraman and they just kind of doing whatever, you know, it's a little easier for people to lose interest. But if they go into your videos and then they be like, oh shit, this is like a, you know, a video, like, you know, we grew up on 106 and Park, we grew up on Rap City in the Basement, we grew up on MTV Jams and, you know, Music Choice and shit like that. So it's like, you know, back then, them videos used to be full-on 2-3 day productions. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And then it take a month or two for it to come out. You know, I kind of miss that days, you know, the slow motion argument in the R&B video days type deal. So, like, I kind of model my production style after that a little bit. You know, like the run and gun is cool. I'm gonna have a lot of those just because they easier to make. They real simple, like they kind of quick and I can push them out faster. But it's definitely gonna be some songs and some projects where I kind of want to make the shit a movie. But, you know, first I just kind of want to get this audience to where I want it to be, to where it's not falling on deaf ears type deal.
Right.
You know.
And like I said, congratulations to you, bro. You going crazy with that.
Thank you, brother.
For sure. Now let me ask you, is there any artists that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with? Like, and if so, like, you know, which artists do you feel like, man, this artist do crazy stuff together?
Chicken for sure. That's like the top on my list, just because I know like he can rap and I can rap, so it'd be cool as a bitch. I want to do something with JP. I want to do something with Frank too, because he can rap his ass off too. JP can sing. I want to do something with Party at 4 because he can rap his ass off.
Yeah.
Who else? I want to do something with Big C. Bro, this is gonna be left field kinda, but I think people still listen to him. I want to do something with BC the Kid too. I'm not gonna lie, just for nostalgia's sake.
Right.
Who else?
For the culture.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are we talking about just from here or general?
In general.
I definitely want to do something with Larry, Babyface, Peasy, and Roddy Ricch for sure. But it's, bro, I got a long ass list of people I can work with. El DeBarge, shit.
Man, that's crazy. And you know what's crazy about even like just being a creative or a musician or whatever? Mm-hmm. You never know who you're gonna do a song with, who you're gonna cross paths with, what it's gonna sound like.
Hell yeah.
And that's the beauty in it, like, you know, having like a King Smith with a El DeBarge.
That should be pressure.
First of all, people look at like, how did this even happen?
It gotta be one of them falsetto heavy records with that nigga. I can't lie. That should be pressure. But I definitely like, what I was like, top of my list would be Chicken, DJ Quick, Cardo, Larry June.
That's player.
I don't even know for a fifth, but them for sure are like some shits I have to do. Like, cause Chicken, like, he keep doing this, so it's like I'm in a position where I kind of like not catch up, but I gotta build something to where it's like it's not just big artists with unknown artists. You know what I mean? Right. I'd rather have a small audience rather than no audience, and then I'm doing a video or a song with him because it kind of takes away from the whole moment. Like, if I got an audience and we got, you know, we all collectively looking forward to this shit, then it'd be a lot easier to do, and it would make more sense. So like, I'm for sure gonna make them happen, but it just, the timing just got to be right. That's all.
I feel you, and I definitely see that because, like I said, when I see your music videos and I hear the music, I'm like, okay, this is an artist. Like, everybody going crazy, and I let it see it, but I'm like, when I'm like, this, he take his time, he thinking about quality
for surely
and everything. So I'm like, definitely this one of the ones. Like, do you feel like you underrated, or do you feel like you just haven't done enough yet?
I think it's a little bit of both. To say I'm underrated is to almost complain about the support that I don't get, and I'm training myself not to focus on that, because you will become bitter and like jealous almost, or envious of what people got going on if you focus on the support that you're not getting, or the applause that you're not getting. Because to be honest, a lot of the times that shit really don't matter. The applause that you want is really from the people that's consuming your music, and not from your competitors, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though, like, you know, we peers because we rapping, of course I would love like the recognition and all that shit, but on the other hand, it's like I haven't really given myself a consistent couple years to see what it'll do. Like, I would do a gang of videos, like maybe 3 or 4 videos, put them out over whatever amount of time, and then kind of sit back and think that shit is just supposed to, you know, like voila type deal. Right. Lately, what I've been doing is like not putting myself on no type of time limit, not putting too much pressure on myself to, oh, we gotta be here by then or have these numbers by then. At this point, I'm just focused on getting it out there on a consistent basis to where people know they can come to where I'm at, wherever that's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, and they know they're going to be able to see quality stuff, like whatever I'm doing type deal. So right now, I'm just focused on the doing more part, because like I know I can rap, like, you know, I can rap circles around a lot of these niggas, I ain't going to lie, but it's just the work got to match the art. So if I know the art is good, I know people gonna want more. It's almost like running a trap, bro. Like, if you know you got fire and people gonna keep coming back, you kind of want to save your money to where you can get more, give them more, and then you could build a line. So to put that in a music perspective, I know this shit is fire. So I just need to release music on a consistent schedule every 2 weeks like I've been doing, and keep doing that for unspecified amount of time, to where it's automatic. Like, you know, when you see my video, this shit gonna be fire. It's almost like this, I call it the Sada Baby effect, because like the way that nigga drop music on YouTube, bro, that nigga got so many songs, bro, you can't just say, oh, I got a favorite song. You just gotta be like, that nigga fire. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a mixture of both. I feel like, you know, I can't say, well, it's a mixture of both, because I can say I'm underrated, but it's because I haven't done enough. Like, once you know, my face started spreading a little bit more and people start getting used to seeing me, then that's a problem I wouldn't have to worry about. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like I said, I can wrap circles around a lot of these niggas. So. Right.
And I see you've been on a couple of platforms and stuff like that. It's definitely gonna get your face out
for
there.
For sure, yeah.
And you know, and I applaud what you just said. Like, you're not trying to take that route and say I'm underrated, because you know, you felt like, you know, it's more stuff you want to do.
Yeah, no, hell no.
So that's 100, bro.
Yeah, because you got to figure, I'm just, you know, I'm not really like a crowd person. Like, I'm not a person that like to be around 1,000 people all the time and shit like that. So I really had to break out of being so antisocial and learning how to network, and just going to these platforms and booking things, like, you know, to be more on a showing my personality type deal. Because to be honest, I'm, you know, one of the people that I kind of enjoy my privacy. I enjoy people really not knowing what I got going on, because like I was talking to my people the other week, it's like if I was to rap about, you know, all this super extra money, Like, it puts you in a position to where every time people see you, you got to exude that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and when you listen to my music, I'm rapping about hustling and shit. I'm rapping about, you know, shit that I can't really show on camera anyway. So it kind of like, you know, I'm kind of having to put myself in a position to be more open and be more, you know, seen and more visual type shit. So,
right, so that's,
you know,
different.
this is more of the learning experience for me, the marketing side of it, to be honest.
Right. Let me ask you this, man. Like, what are your goals when it comes to like being an artist? Like, let me ask you this: what do you expect for your fans? What's your goals, and what do you want your fans to take from your music?
Okay, that was like 3 questions.
So yeah, like 2.
So so the first one, my bad. The first one, I want the audience to wait. What was the questions again?
Well, the first one was What's your goals?
Okay, so my goals primarily is to start generating like enough income to where I don't really got. Like, that'd be dope. I hope I didn't. Is that fed? That's a little fed.
I
ain't gonna lie.
I bleep it out.
Yeah. Well, okay. So my goal is to have the money supplement what I'm doing now and open more doors. Although it isn't about the money, like, primarily, that's my goal. Because, you know, we're not doing this shit for no reason.
Right.
Like, you know, it's money goes into this shit. I would kind of like to see a return on my investment one of these days.
Right.
But I know this shit gonna take a while. And I'm cool with a slow grind. Because, again, like, it's no different than building a line. So my immediate goals is to start generating income from this so I can start giving them more complex things, like more complex pieces of content, you know, more stuff for them to look forward to. Because to be honest, like, all the money that I get from this and that I get from my other stuff, I put into this. So, like, all I would do is kind of just make everything better and bigger. So that's my immediate goal, is just kind of like to scale up and give the people more to look for and more to look forward to. I don't really expect nothing from the audience, to be honest, or from the fans per se. I call them supporters because, like, you really supporting what I'm doing. I just want them to just be open, like, because it's not like I'm gonna box myself in. So it's not like the sound that you hear now, I'm gonna have the same sound 4 years from now, 2 years from now.
Right.
But I like to experiment. Like, you know, I listen to a lot of stuff. Like, not to say I'm gonna be throwing y'all off, giving y'all trash, but at the same time, like, you know, I want y'all to be just as open as I am as far as the sound and experimenting with new sounds, because shit, we might come up with something that y'all like, or we might come up with something that can be an insider between me and the listeners and all that. So I don't really have no expectations for them. I just want them to enjoy the music, love the music, and listen to it from a place of openness or from a place of understanding, because what I rap about ain't rocket science, and it's not like nobody can relate. Like, the stuff I rap about can be applied to whatever you got going on in life, whether you work a job, whether you're jobless, whether you hustling, whether you already the CEO. Like, what I rap about applies to everybody. So I just don't want the fans to be like, I just want him to rap about this. We can't box each other in. And I'm saying each other because we are together, if y'all my supporters. So we can't box each other in. We got to be open to trying new stuff eventually. You know what I mean? Because, like, this working right now. Like, everybody loving this right now. But it's going to get to a point to where y'all going to want me to evolve. And I just want y'all to evolve with me. It's no different than how we evolved with Wiz, bro, when he was coming up. We watched Buddy experiment with all type of shit and loved it. So just, you know, give me that same grace. That's all.
Right. And the fans love that too. So
yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
Always be yourself and try something new. Don't be afraid to try something new.
Hell yeah.
Now let me ask you this to close out with, man. What do you have coming, or what project do you have out right now?
I wanted to do a project for when I got to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm almost there. Subscribe. I think I still am. I'm probably gonna do like an EP. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. I got an idea, but I don't know if I'm gonna name it that yet. But I know for sure I got at least like an EP coming for when I hit this mark on YouTube. But other than that, just more videos, just more music. I just want to get my feet wet as far as getting out here and into this Milwaukee market and learning how to do this media stuff, and just learning what platforms work best and which ones don't and all that type of stuff. So right now we just doing a bunch of groundwork. So y'all gonna see me on a little bit of everywhere. I'm gonna be popping back up on places, you know what I'm saying? Because the places that y'all seeing me on, this is gonna become, and I'm kind of letting y'all in on the like back end side of it, but this is gonna be the media run for when we start doing stuff. So the places that y'all see me pop up on, just expect to see me on them again. because it's not like a one-off tour. Like, oh, I'm just doing this because I just saw the nigga page. Nah, this is finna be like one of my main stops for when we promote or when we drop stuff. So just expect to see me a little bit everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, that's what's up, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. I definitely can't wait to see the more music and more videos, because
thank you.
I know what kind of artist you is. I can tell and see it. Let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram, KingSmith_414. You can find me on YouTube at KingSmith TV. TikTok, I think it's King Smith as well. You can find me a little bit everywhere, bro. Just Google King Smith. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pop up. Or Google King Smith 414. Go to YouTube, type in King Smith. Everything's gonna pop up. I'm not too hard to find.
Yep, and y'all already know, man. Like, he's a dope artist, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Y'all want to collab with him? Tap in.
Yeah, tap in, man, because this shit costs money.
Tap in, bro.
And we not doing this to get a few views, bro. I need y'all to tap in for surely.
Yeah, and if you like seeing good music videos and hearing good music with good delivery and stuff,
for
like,
surely. If y'all don't want to hear the same shit over and over, come fuck with your mans. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying? You get money, you know what I'm saying? You somebody who got something going, or you trying to get something going, or you need inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Come on over here, man. We ain't gonna rap about all the dumb shit. This is not crash out music. Don't listen to me if you want to crash out. Listen to me if you try and get some money, you trying to do something with yourself.
There you go, man. You heard it here first. King Smith.
Know it.
And artists, man. Tap in with me if y'all want to come up here and rap and get your bars off and tell your story.
Know that.
DM me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is, man. Rick Taylor, King Smith.
Yeah.
We out.